February 26th, it's about 5:15. A short while after I patched up the water line again that broke on this side of the house, which created a major water leak, in which Mark Sarver forged and faked receipts up in Claudine Snyder's name, my girlfriend, and stole them from Erie Construction. He might not have stolen, but Pat Trompter, the CEO of Erie Construction, is well aware of Mark Sarver attempting fraudulent activity. Let me see, my girlfriend planted all them flowers and stuff, made this all look really nice. The landlord came over and put the mulch down, in which he was supposed to do a year ago, and he promised, and recently cut this tree down that was rotted because it was struck by lightning in September. After 3 months of complaining about it, he just wanted to let it sit here. As we pay $1,165 a month to live in this house, in which we were lied about when we entered it, and the previous two tenants had some of the same issues happen to them. This air conditioning unit is shot. Kelly Services told him right in front of me that this air conditioner was no good and it was too small for the house anyway, in which I told Mark Sarver that it was too small when I moved in. He agreed to put a new air conditioning unit in by May, because this section of the house is not built correctly. It is the air conditioning unit is too small to pump this whole house. The utility bills without a swimming pool in this house were $500 a month for 4 or 5 months. This is the copper water line, in which has popped now 4 or 5 times in a year's time of me living here. Here's the garage. Everything in our house is nice. The house is always clean. We take care of this house. I've fixed all kinds of issues in this house. See, here's a kitchen. There's the living room. This over here is the computer room, part of the reasons why we got this house. In the closet here, in the first 6 months we lived here, major water leak, had to cut the ceiling out, fix it. We got water everywhere, we had to deal with that. We had a major water leak in the bathroom under the sink, in which it ruined a bunch of my mom's things. He was made aware of this in an email, which I can present to the court. Right there was I seen water stains on the ceiling in November. I called him, told him about it. Mark Sarver, Zhao Investments representative, told me to call a plumber and have it fixed. So I got a plumber over here. The plumber was going to leave the hole in the ceiling. Well, I paid a guy to patch the hole up. I might have gotten credit for it in December. That microwave sat here. He dropped it off. We needed a new microwave because the other one was all cracked and didn't work right. He dropped it off, expected me to put it in. Takes 2 people. I called a guy on Craigslist and got it done for cheap and helped the guy. I paid for it. You'll see on the video, on February 21st, a wind blew down the fence. The fence is completely rotted. You'll see in emails that the fence is all rotted. I told him about this. This is all rotted. All the woods are rotted. That's going to blow off. So the other day I took boards, got some boards to hold up the fence, because I rent this house based on a dog. I pay $30 a month for a dog. And we need a fence, and that's why we moved in here. This whole section of the house is, turn the lights on, you can see it's nice. Everything's well maintained. This whole section is added on. You know, it's not air conditioned by central air. That air conditioner right there, you have to listen to it all night long. It don't even get the room cool when it's 100 degrees out, because this house wasn't built right. It has flat roofs. Anyway, that's got mold in it. It was leaking water all down it leaks water all down when it gets humid out, all down the wall. I tried to drill holes. I told Mark this several times. That thing's pretty much built into the wall. So when he didn't put the air conditioning unit in May as promised, I put these doors up, because the air conditioning unit is only supposed to air condition this part of the house, and this door stays shut. The air conditioning unit outside is only supposed to do this section. So I put the doors up, which cost me $400, to try to conserve on the power bill, and I guarantee if I didn't do that, the thing would have probably been $550 or more. So in September, we got a note on the door that said we had a potential water leak because we had an excessively high bill. The next day, while out here weed eating, making the yard look nice, and I believe September 21st, it was a Saturday, I see water gushing out of there. I went out and shut the water off. I called Mark Sarver. On a Saturday afternoon, we spent our Saturday afternoon calling plumbers to try to get them out here to fix his water leak. Finally, we couldn't get anybody out here, so we called the city of Cape Coral. The city of Cape Coral wasn't supposed to touch it, but they patched it for her anyway. Patched it for Claudine, who's the water's in her name, my girlfriend. We paid a water bill the following week for nearly $800, $600 plus being because of this leak. And my landlord wanted me to send full rent. He'll deduct it later. We need to take a receipt in there to try to get out of the bill. It was our responsibility to go in there and get out of his bill. This was his problem, and I let him know the second we found out about it. We paid the bill in full because our water would have been shut off. We didn't pay the bill. They said there was no way you can get out of it. They said something about having receipts. And finally, after going round and round and round with my landlord over this, after not getting credit for it, and I finally said, what are you going to have? Well, you got somebody make up some fake receipts? He sends a fake receipt back in my girlfriend's name, Claudine Snyder, showing that she paid $687 to Erie Construction in the state of Ohio to fix this water leak. I was thinking, we all said, this guy's crazy. You know, he's a scam artist. And he ends up sending another receipt stating that he paid Erie Construction $790, raised the price to fix this. Erie Construction don't do work in Florida. Pat Trompter, the CEO of Erie Construction, clearly owns a very shady company because he has no concerns about some guy writing fake receipts up 1,000 miles away to try to fraud the city of Cape Coral in his name. I've contacted media. I'm using all this evidence. I have multiple witnesses, multiple pictures of everything that's taken place since I moved in this home. He recently tried to coerce us into moving to another home after he found out I signed the lease, to renew the lease, because he promised me he'd put a new air conditioner in and fix some of these things. He tried to coerce me to move into another property once he knew I had this lease signed, and we found out he put this up for sale. The same day he found out that I signed the lease on January 26th, just 1 month ago today. So I contacted Erie Construction about the fake receipts, in which I had intentions of to do from the beginning, because this guy's screwed the previous two tenants around. This all he had to do is pretty much push new water lines in through the house, through right there, and put an air conditioning unit. He gets his rent on time. He gets too much rent. But the reason being, I had two other houses recently I could have moved in prior to agreeing with him verbally about a new air conditioning unit. But the guy puts the house up for sale. We have people driving by. The realtor wants to show the house to people. I did not sign a $1,165 lease to have people pulling up to the house, wanting to come inside whenever they want, and show the house for the landlord. He wanted us to stay in the house because we're good tenants, and you can sell this house much easier with us in it, and the house looks real nice when you come in. So I'll be documenting more for court, and we have everything documented since we moved in. We have witnesses for everything, and I'm taking Mark Sarver, Judy Sarver, and Zhao Investments to court. And I'm going to be mentioning Erie Construction all over every complaint and their fraudulent receipts. So I want credit also for the $687 job that I did today. Thank you, Mark.